Hello, everybody. I had my scheduled live for later on tonight around 9:35, but I decided to do it now because a lot of people are going to go live tonight. It's going to be lit in these YouTube streets, and I have to be there so I can see what's going down. I don't want to miss some lives, so I am going to go live now so that I'll have plenty of time to room hop later on because I know that a lot of people are going to be going live on the same subject. Maybe I don't know. I'm thinking, uh, because today our very own Nicole Tyler went live and she spilled the tea, y'all. She spilled the tea. Like when I tell you she spilled the tea, she knocked the whole pot off the stove and poured the cup out. I'm telling you. Okay, so the beef sector, which we most of us know about that roam these YouTube streets. The beef sector has a lot of people in it, a lot of content creators, and some of the big content creators like Timothy Blaine, Jay Wilson, Tracy 5A, um, Nicole. What I already said, Nicole Tyler. There's a few of them. Um, Get into it with Goddess, Madame 81. Um, we have I cannot think of anyone else right now. I'm trying to figure out. I know I'm missing somebody. Sean Bradley. I know I'm missing somebody. Rita the Baddest Roaster. There's a few of them. Anyways, those are the ones that I like. I go in every now and then and just peep out scene. But anyways, so Nicole Tyler got on live, and thank you all for joining me today, and thank you for all that are gonna catch the replay. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for coming by my page and just you know seeing what's up, my channel, whatever, seeing what's up. Anyway, so I'm just ranting right now, nothing important. So yeah, you can drop down or you can stay up in the bushes or you can go. It doesn't matter. I'm just ranting. Anyways, so Nicole Tyler gets on, and I guess the beef sector they had took this off of YouTube and brought it to the streets. Ever since VS, the Constance, I think it's what was her name, VS Constance TV or something like that. Hey, hey, Marianne. Oh, you just woke up. Oh man. Yeah. VS, the Conscious TV or whatever. I forgot what it was called, but she had gotten to it with someone on here online, and then I guess she had met up with someone offline on the beef sector or YouTube, and they were supposed to, just meet up and hey, ghetto preacher, thank you for coming by, and they were supposed to just have a, lunch or whatever, a meet and greet or whatever, and it ended up turning ugly. So while they were meeting up, some woman named Shireen ended up coming, and hey, D Dot, thank you for coming. Some woman named Shireen ended up meeting as well. She was not invited, but they were meeting at an IHOP, sitting at the table just chatting it up. And then here comes this Shireen character. And she walks in, hey, sassy queenie, baby sweetie. Um, she comes in and she sits at the table with them like she was invited. And then this kind of pissed off VS because she sits at the table, she starts initiating conversation with VS. VS didn't like it because a lot of people had already been harassing her on here. A lot of people had been following her around, following her kids around, taking pictures of her, all this kind of crap. So she ended up getting upset about that, and they shared a few words. And then the lady, they wanted her to leave, but she wouldn't get up from the table, so they were arguing with her. And finally, when the lady turned around to go to get out the IHOP or whatever to leave, VS jumped on her and beat her butt. And they called the police, and the police came, and it was a big deal and everything, and VS had to go to court over it and everything. And when VS went to court over it, they court ordered her not to get back on YouTube for 3 years, so she was barred from YouTube for 3 years. And well, social media period, I guess. I don't know if it was just YouTube or social media. I don't know. This is all the stuff that I was hearing. So with that being said, a lot of these content creators came back on here and they was wilding out because VS was, I guess, the starter of this or the queen of the beef sector. So they was wilding out or whatever. So anyways, they ended up taking this offline again, and they wanted to turn the beef sector into a television show. Don't know who it's backed by, don't know where it's supposed to be at, don't know where it's going to be showing at or anything like that. I don't know. So anyways, Nicole Tyler was a part of this offline beef sector television series. Oh, yeah. Thank you, D Dot. Yeah, I just wanted to clear the air because I don't like to have enemies on or offline. So, I just went over there to go talk to Christopher and, air things out and see why he was so upset with me because he made a comment which really touched me when he made the comment that, and she's a Christian woman. And when he made that comment, that touched me. That really touched me. And I was like, man, being a Christian, I shouldn't be up on here acting the ass. And, I don't want my personality to change just because people around me are saying ugly things because I grew up to not be ugly to people who are ugly to you. But I guess, I just wanted to let him know, that there's no hard feelings and everything like that. And that he was kind of getting the wrong impression of me, and he got the wrong impression saying that I had started something with him and Baby Bop, and he said he didn't have any friends and the only friend he had was her, and I feel so bad, and he was talking about, just if you go to his live you'll see what he's talking about. But I feel bad, so I know I had to do something about it. So yeah, thank you. Anyway, so yeah, so Nicole Tyler gets on her live today and she's spilling all the tea, y'all. She was telling it all about the show, about the NDA, about what was going on. And when she came there, she was under the impression that they were going to be treated like queens and kings there. They were going to have a meal paid for. They're going to have chefs. They're going to be up in this big old fancy house. They're going to be partying. They're going to be having a good time. And so she gets there and it's not like what she thought it was. She had to buy food from the airport. She was wondering like, where's all this stuff you guys promised to lavish, nice time, and I'm not seeing it. And when she gets there, it's almost like she was ambushed because they were like going at her. Like three of them were going at her. They were like yelling and screaming like they wanted to fight her and stuff. And this is why I don't meet people offline. Like, I mean, I can see I can meet people like the people that I really truly get along with on here. Yeah. Um, but as far as if I'm beefing with somebody on here, I'm not finna go out of my way to meet them. I don't give a damn how much money you're trying to send me for me to go and meet up with you. And what are we supposed to do once I meet up with you after all these words we said that we can't take back? That's crazy. But being the person that Nicole Tyler is, a soft-hearted person, she goes and she gives them a benefit of the doubt and gives them a chance. So who could blame her? So anyway, she goes there and it's like, they just come at her full force and she's thinking like, what's up with this? Just the same thing I would be thinking. And she was saying that, she just wanted to clear the air, clear her throat, and clear her name, and, tell everybody that no, she did not feel like, she was being used by them or anything like that. But at the same time, she thought it was going to be a fun deal of going and, associating with people that, she knew off of YouTube or whatever. But, I don't get it, but hey, some people do it, but I just don't get it. So, I mean, like I said, not with somebody I'm beefing with, not with somebody who we have said words to each other that are fighting words. You can't expect to go meet up with somebody in person, face to face, and them not question you about what you said on YouTube, you know. And that's exactly what they were doing. But the way they went about things, I just don't agree with that at all. But as far as the NDA goes, if she signed a no disclosure, I don't know. I was asking in there, I was saying, if you signed the NDA, just because you get kicked off the show doesn't mean that you can break the NDA. And I looked it up also, and I hope she read that NDA very good if it's a legit one and it's under, lawyer guidance, then I hope she read it very good because if she has, then she has put herself in a very sticky situation. So I hope the best for Nicole Tyler, and I hope that this was a lesson learned, as far as meeting up with strangers that you really barely don't even know. And, but that tea, y'all need to go over there and see if you guys are a part of the beef sector and you follow along with it. this tea that Nicole spilled is very, very hot, hyping hot. So yeah, then the first person to make a reaction video on this, and it surprised the heck out of me. I didn't even know he was online. Was Timothy Blaine. He made his reaction video on Nicole Tyler, which I shared on my community tab also. Seems to me that those NDAs don't mean crap to these people. Yeah, I agree. One moment, hold on, y'all. Yeah, I can agree with that, D dot. It seems like it doesn't mean crap to these people at all, really. And I feel like, if you're going to sign an NDA, please read it like word for word, because there could be code words in there that'll get you in trouble if you do break that NDA. If that NDA is legal, binding legally, So I really don't know, because I saw the camera crew, I saw the camera crewmen and all that there, and it looked legit to me, but at the same time, we don't know. But Nicole, what she was putting out there in the air, there was a lot of trolls in there too, asking her questions, and a lot of trolls also calling in asking questions to her. But she did answer a lot of the questions. And I feel like, if I'm in a show and they leave me hanging like that, like they left her hanging, she didn't even know if she was still on the show or not, then it's like, what do I do here? People are asking questions, people are wondering and all this, but what's really weird to me is that what's his name? Sean Bradley said the other day that Nicole was a part of their team still. So I don't know what drove Nicole to get on here and to spill the tea like that, but I guess, she was maybe have been following someone who I mean, they keep running their mouths, right? She maybe had been following someone who was talking about the situation, and she just wanted to get up here and say what she had to say about the situation. But at the same time, Nicole Tyler, you have to be careful when you're dealing with people like that, especially if you say that they're narcissistic, because they can flip it around to where it gets you in a sticky situation, And I feel like if you're going to spill the tea about something, maybe you should have waited and seen where they were going with this, because it seems like it may be something going. I'm not going to say that it was all false, because a lot of people are saying this show is bull crap. It's not. They're not going to make a show out of this, and if they do, it's going to be a bootleg. It's going to be on World Star. It's going to be this and that. But if producers are putting their money in here and investors are invested in this show, and they're taking the time out to use their equipment and do this, then I feel like, hello, throwing some click and view and love and respect. Thanks again for stopping by this morning. I'll be over here in the bushes. Okay, Christopher, thank you for coming by. D Dot says, I seriously don't know what to believe anymore. Me either, D Dot. I'm with you on that. I don't know what to believe about it, But I feel as though, people take it too far on here. They really do. And then they'll take it even farther offline. So I don't know. I just cannot wrap my mind around meeting strangers, people I don't know, and then expecting them to be nice and kind when I get face to face with them. You know. But as far as, like I said, the NDA, that's just the only thing that's really, bothering me really, is like, I think she should have waited until, the air cleared as far as the show goes, to see where it was gonna go. Because, like, from the point of view that we got from Sean Bradley, is that Nicole Tyler was still on the show. So I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to sit back and watch. And I know good and damn well that this wasn't set up by anybody on the show for Nicole to come out and spill the tea like that, because you can't. If you do, you're kicked off. You're not no longer a part of the show anymore. So I don't know. Like, we just gotta wait and see, because I know hella people are gonna go live tonight. I know hella people are going to go live. This may be the topic for a few days now. But show some love. I'm at the airport on my way home. Oh, okay. You have a safe trip, lovely love. You on your way home? Oh, giddy, giddy, giddy. So we get to see more of you now. But yeah, you have a safe trip and be blessed. And remember to say your prayers before you board that plane. And I'm gonna be praying for you as well. Yeah. And let us know when you touch down too. When you get home, let us know you're safe and sound. But yeah. So Hold on, y'all. 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. Hey, Mr. YouTube. I'm sorry. I'm over here just blabbing, blabbing, blabbing. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that and see if anybody else had thoughts on it. If you do, you're more than welcome to jump up on the stream. Let me see if I can share this. But so I don't know. I'm just sitting back waiting to see what's gonna happen, because as far as I'm concerned, this is some crazy stuff right here. Like, I don't know if I would have made that same choice that Nicole Tyler made as far as, spilling the tea so fast. They were doing this so they could, you're not supposed to tell the audience what's going on like that. Like, she spilled a lot of stuff. Like, it's crazy how much she just told. And then I think some people in there were also baiting her for information that wasn't supposed to be shared. But I guess she know what she's doing, because somebody also asked her and said, "Are you sure that you want to do this? Because they could sue you for giving out information when you signed the NDA, saying that you was not going to disclose the information that was going on behind the scenes." So I'm stuck on that. I don't know what to feel about that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's just this is just a rocky situation to deal with. Lord, I wish I weren't so shy. I jump up there. Oh, you're more than welcome to D dot anytime you feel like it, whenever you get comfortable, because I know how it feels. At first I wouldn't get on here worth a damn, but now I'm getting warmed up to it, and I'm trying to get these watch hours up, because if I'm gonna do it, I might as well go all the way, right? Got my 1,000K, so I might as well go for the 4K and monetization. So I mean, I made up my mind that I wanted to do that, because at first I was like iffy about it, like, I don't know if I want to do that, but might as well go all the way. Christopher says, you know what? Don't be shy, just do it. If it's fear, look at it square in the eye and say, no, sir, not today, and jump right over. That's right. Hey, Micah, baby. I hope that Oh, Micah, I'm just in here talking about how Nicole Tyler went live today, and she disclosed some stuff about the show that they were supposed to be having. Nicole said, "Sue me, laugh out loud." Yes, she did. She said, "Shoot, hey Retro." She said, "I could care less." Hey, Ready Red, thank y'all for coming by. The way that she don't give a damn about it is, I mean, she must got like she said, she got an ace in the hole, so she must got this all figured out, and more power to her. But I hope she didn't talk to some lawyers or something. Like I said, if that's a legally binding contract with them, you can't just break it. Doesn't matter what your personal feelings is about it. You have to keep your mouth closed. It's almost like a gag order. So, but the way that she said that they did her when she got, was it good and juicy, girl? Yes. Yes, you might want to just watch the replay, because yeah, you know, she had some information to spill off. Oh, and for everyone who might be wondering, yeah, me and Christopher W had a little beef going on for a little while, a little small beef going on for a little while, but we got that situated, we got that handled. I went over to his chat today and we talked about it. I mean, I don't like to have enemies, like I said, off or online. So, or I don't like to have anyone, feel some type of way without, we're supposed to take it to each other and talk about it. If you have a problem with somebody, you take it to that person and you speak on it. And, a lot of people can't understand that. They hold grudges and they walk around miserable, but you can't do that, y'all. So we got to make peace. Blessed are the peacemakers, you know. But anyways, yeah, Nicole was spilling it all, girl, Micah. She told him about how she, once she got there, she thought, it was supposed to be this lavish kind of thing, settings, and they was gonna have food and they were gonna have chefs and just, I guess room service or something like that. But I don't know. It wasn't like that when she got there. It was totally different. She had to buy her own food. She was hungry. It's crazy. Like, it's like, um if you get there and somebody's promising something, that is what you're going to be looking forward to, you know. And I guess she was looking forward to having a good time and just, being wined and dined. But when she got there, it was just different. Like, they stayed in their room all day. Nobody came in, no room service, no nothing. It was nothing going on. So, and then she said that when she got there, D Ramsey and Ty and it was someone else. I forget who else she said, but they jumped at her. They wanted to fight her. They were yelling and screaming in her face, and like they wanted to fight her and stuff. Um, okay, lovely love, we're gonna see you later. Like I said, make sure that you let us know when you touch down at home and you're safe and sound. Hungry, was it in the contract? I don't know. See, that's why you gotta read those things. You gotta read when you are signing something. You gotta read from the A to the Z. Don't leave any words out. Don't just skim over it and sign that. You gotta know what you're signing your name to when you sign it. 1 minute, y'all. People get mad when they put out something for me to sign. Because I'll sit there every minute, even if it takes me about 5 or 6 minutes to read through the whole thing. I'm reading through the whole thing. You can't just say, okay, now you're signing this paper, so blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going to read it for myself and see what the hell I'm putting my name on the dotted line for. They could be having anything up in there. They could be having up in there that if she, by any way or form, shape, or form, disclosed any information that she was liable to be sued or anything. So you got to be careful. Like I said, it's not no game when you playing with the law, like especially when you signed your name to it and agreed to it. So I'm like, I don't know. That's the whole thing that shocked me about the whole situation is how open she was about answering those trolls questions and a lot of people's questions up in there. But what I wanted to get up in there and ask was, how much did they pay her for that? Hey, Aunt, thank you for coming by. You better, and especially the fine print. That's right. Because they always got something at the bottom, you know. Oh, thank you, D Dot. They always got something at the bottom that's saying, how they get on commercials and they say, "Oh, take this medicine, it's so wonderful. It'll do this and this." And then at the end of the commercial, that guy starts talking fast. May include side effects of cancer and infections and running of the mouth and running out the ass and that, just all that bullshit. And you don't even know what you're getting yourself into taking this damn medicine. You might just be that one, that rare one that goes through that side effect. So you got to know what you're doing before you put your name on a dotted line or before you end up, purchasing something or anything like that. So I've always learned that, read between the lines. But as far as that's concerned, like I said, I know everybody and their mama finna be going live about this tonight because this wasn't just no damn 1 hour live. This live stayed on for a couple hours. And she was telling it all. And she was taking questions and everything, answering them to the best of her ability. And I was there for it, honey. I was up in there like, wow, okay. Because, Nicole Tyler hadn't been getting on lately like that. But she got on tonight. And I know she made a lot of people mad because there was some Sean Bradley, what they call themselves over there, club chat. There was some club chat people up in there. And um yeah, there was some club chat people up in there, and they had something to say about it. And they were telling her that she was dumb for saying all this and that and blah blah blah. But I'm like, basically, I'm thinking that she know what she's doing. Because if I didn't know what I was doing or saying, and I didn't know if it was legal for me to do that, I know I would be having my mouth shut. But it's so hard when you got people out here running with all these narratives and spinning them and all that, and you want to sit over here and clear the air because it's not like that. And I don't know. Lord, simply, they are all going to be live tonight with the intel, right? I know there was 300, almost 400 people. There was 398 people in there when I had left out, or 89 people, 389 people in there. Nicole was pissed. It sound like, and they can't be no madder than her. I know, right? But I know they are. I know they are pissed about it because, especially for the people that are still in the show, like 5A, when Jay Dunn got up on Sir King's platform and she started talking too much, 5A kept cutting her off, was like, "You stupid, I'm trying to save your neck. Don't be answering these people's questions. Don't let them bait you into something that you shouldn't be talking about," and all this kind of stuff. And she kept on trying to say it, but every time she was trying to say what people were asking her, she was trying to answer it. 5A would cut her off and be like, "No, no, no, dumb bitch, don't be saying this, blah, blah, blah." And we wanted, I mean, it was like, I wanted to know what she had to say since she was trying to cut her off like that. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh shoot, they put a new thing on here, a new feature on here. You can block and time out people from StreamYard. I just now seen that. So you can block and time out people from up here now. Oh wow. Okay. But anyways, so Club Whack was mad, mad. Yes, they was, Rachel. You right about that. They was in there talking. They was in there. She didn't have no mod, not one mod up in there. And people was running amok. They was saying what was on their mind, and I'm like, damn. When it's like that though, when everybody get to say what they feel, then I mean it's cool. As long as they don't go too far with what they talking all that greasy mess or whatever. But when the call-ins was coming through, some of them was ridiculous questions, and then some of them was really on point that everybody wanted to know about, you know. And I, for one, I wanted to know what was going down myself because I'm like, wait a minute, but is this show legit? Can we say that this show is legit? And where are they going to be airing this show at? But I guess that's something that she didn't really expound on. But I wanted to know, I mean, how much was these people paid to get up in each other's face and act a fool? Like, because I know it was a couple of fights that almost jumped off. Um, Jaden went off on Sir King's platform too. Yeah, I seen that last night. Jaden and Natasha Milan got into it on the platform, about the LGBTQ community, and that was quite interesting. But you know, I'm just saying, like, if you're going to make a live about something that you have signed your name on that you will not disclose information about, you better be damn careful because you put it on a platform, a public platform for everybody to see, and everybody to see that knows what is going on. Simply, who is Miss Trisha? Who said something about Miss Trisha? I don't know who Miss Trisha is, but I know who Trish is, but I don't know who Miss Trisha is. D Dot said, I can bet they weren't paid enough. I mean, not to act like that. I don't think so. And if they didn't have the chefs and, they didn't have like the thing put together like they said they was gonna have, I'm highly doubted that they got paid that much. I mean, come on now, like and then on top of that, if they weren't gonna have the food like they said they were gonna have, like I guess they had a little luncheon or something like that she was saying when she got there, but it wasn't like she expected it, and they were really hyping it up like it was gonna be something so extravagant. She was on Sir King's chat last night. Oh, I don't know. I wasn't in there last night. I just went through and I said a little something, something, then I left out because I noticed that Sir King was skipping my comments on there. Like I was asking questions, he was skipping. I don't know if it was too many people in the room or not. So I was like, just let me just leave for a minute. So I just left out. But I go in there every now and then and see what's going on. But man, I don't know what to say about this, y'all. But I didn't come on here to get on here for a long time. I just came on here to say um, what was on my mind about that, before everybody else got on and started talking about it, because I would like to be in there so I could see, I'm interested in what everybody else thinks about that because that came out of nowhere. That was a whammy. That hit everybody like, damn, like we didn't know that Nicole Tyler was feeling this way. We didn't know that this was going on because everybody was just left guessing. Yes, Jay Dunn was on there last night. Yeah, that's when I came in. I seen Jay Dunn. I seen Jay Dunn. I seen Natasha. I seen Lemon and Sir King, and there was a couple other up there I saw on the panel when I went in there. But I didn't quite much pay attention because I was having my headache. My late night headache. I had to try to get me some rest, which I couldn't. I didn't fall asleep till like 6 this morning, and I only slept for like a good 2 hours. So yeah. And hey, babe, if you're in here, because I know he probably watching from the clouds or something. I don't know. She's a tranny. Who's a tranny? She's a transy. Who? Hey, ghetto preacher.
What's up?
What's up? What are you up to?
Nothing. Just got the phone, just got to eating and whatnot, chilling.
Yeah, same here. I didn't really have nothing to do, so I said, let me go hop on live and talk to my people for a little while because I feel like bored and I was getting tired of watching these YouTube movies. I ended up trying to watch something. I think it was the next the house next door or something like that. And I like halfway through the movie, I was like, I've seen this already. And
Yeah,
it took me that long to figure out that I've already seen the movie. But hey, charge it to the head, not the heart.
right.
D Dot says, "Hey, ghetto preacher." Trying to watch something. I think it was
What's up, Dot? Dang it.
your volume kind of went lower.
Okay, how am I now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, but me, I don't think I would have signed no NDA. I don't think I would have went. Yeah, that is an awesome movie, D Dot. But I don't think I would have went and met somebody, from the beef sector. All we do is beef in the beef sector, So I don't know. I just wouldn't have did. I don't think it would have been a good idea to go and meet somebody from a beef sector, from where we say talk crap about each other 24/7, and then go meet up in person. I don't think so. There wasn't that many securities in the world that could keep me from somebody who say something to me that's out of line, that piss me off, made me jump out of my character. Of course they was gonna confront her about that. People don't just forget and become kumbaya when you see them in person. They want to know why you said what you said, why you did what you did, especially if there's doxing going on and you going into somebody's livelihood and you putting all their personal information off in the internet world. I wouldn't have signed shit. Me either. I sure wouldn't have. Not without a lawyer present. I know that much.
What what's the house next door? What's that about? It's supposed to be a horror flick?
The house next door.
Yeah.
It's like a thriller. I think it's like I don't think it's like so much of a horror. It's like a thriller because it wasn't really that scary to me. I think they have it under horror, but it wasn't really that scary to me. But it was like a thriller, maybe. Yeah. But it was a pretty good movie. Then I jumped into another one right after that when I figured that one was one I've already seen. I forgot I think it was called The Black Jungle or something like that. I forgot what it was called, but that one was a horror, and I didn't get through watching that one. I turned it off because I can do horror to a certain extent, but when it starts getting too gory and too bloody, I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to watch this. Anthony
Oh,
said hello, ghetto preacher. Um,
was
Yeah, D I like suspense movies too. I like dramas. I like comedies. I like it all. It just depends on their setting, their plot, and their conclusion. It's got to be able to keep my attention, throughout the whole movie.
sorry.
Yeah, but I was just wondering, what people was thinking about what happened, because that's big news for a long time in the beef sector. We ain't had no big news like this for a while, so I like, let me get on and jump on this subject real quick, because I know everybody and their mama, like I said, finna be on tonight talking about it. And then you got Club Chad, you got them running around like chickens with their head cut off. And they are really, you know, upset about it, and I really want to see what um what other people, the bigger content creators, have to say about it. Marianne says Sir King was on the road. I wasn't in there. I was listening. And they were cursing for days. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that replay because I didn't see that replay. I gotta catch that replay because I was like I said
Sorry.
for just a minute, huh?
I sneezed. Sorry.
Oh, God bless you.
Maybe that hurt.
It sound like it did.
I'm thinking my
But,
lung. Hold on one second.
oh dang. Yeah, I remember one time I sneezed, it hurt my whole face. I was like, oh no. Especially when you try to hold it in, it's like, mm-mm.
Oh yeah,
Not
you let go. Holding in hurt worse.
yes. I hate when I have to yawn and I can't yawn. I'm like, dang, what's going on? That makes me so frustrated. Hey Molly. Molly rolled up in his Maybach in her Maybach.
Excuse me.
But yeah, y'all. So like I was saying, it really never ceases to amaze me what these people do on here. But Like I said, I was telling Nicole Tyler, I hope that you got all your P's and Q's, your all your T's crossed and your I's dotted because, these people when they come for blood. So if you're gonna come at them, you better be ready for the comeback because they're gonna have a comeback for sure. Especially if you messing up something that they had going on. Oh, Molly, we talking about Nicole Tyler came up on here. Shoot, she came up on these YouTube streets with some piping hot tea, then spilt the whole pot off the stove and everything. The whole kettle. She then turned it over, took the top off and everything. About the show that they were supposed to be doing on the beef sector, she opened up about it. I guess because she was left in limbo over knowing if she was on the show or not still. Hey JJCJ, thank you. Um, she was left in limbo of figuring out if she was on the show still. So I guess she just said, "F it," I'm gonna go ahead and let the people know, you know, and she let us know. So I mean, if y'all want to catch her live, Nicole Tyler, y'all go ahead and catch it. I put it up I shared it out on my community tab. Also, I shared out Timothy Blaine's response video to it because he's one of the first ones who jumped up on here and did a response video over it. But he didn't say anything negative about Nicole. He was just, sympathizing with her and, expressing on how he feel about the situation that she says she went through on there. The movie When a Stranger Calls is the best horror movie ever. Please watch it simply. I think I've seen that. I've seen that movie. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch the replay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that movie. I'm not quite sure. But I know it was one that I seen where they were all in the house and some guy called the house and he was in the house the whole time, calling from inside the house. That gotta be scary as hell. See, that's why you don't be living in these big ass mansions with one person, one or two people. You better have that house filled so everybody know each square foot of that house and who's in there.
Hey, I got a question to ask D Dot about that movie. I see
Yeah.
I'm on my Netflix account. I see two versions. Which one are you talking about? The 76 or the 2006? I mean 79. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. It's
Yeah.
about a babysitter. Yes. Oh, okay. So yeah, I seen that. Ghetto Preacher wants to know which one was it? Was it the one in '89 or seven? What was it?
79 and the one 2006.
Oh, I guess 79 because she put 76, but I think maybe
Oh,
she
okay.
meant
Cool. I'm gonna get both of them. All right. Thank you.
yeah, I gotta go check that out because I didn't know there was two of them. But tonight I think I'm gonna be looking up some horror movies, I guess. Oh, did y'all see that? Y'all gotta watch that movie 1922. It's called 1922. Y'all gotta watch that. And if y'all haven't seen it, also another good movie on Netflix. I had everybody talking about. I know Lovely Love seen it. I know a lot of people seen it on here because I came on here. I know Marianne seen it. I came on here and raved about it after I watched it. The eldest one is the best. Yeah, always. But it was the movie called 1922 and there's a movie called Palm Trees in the Snow. Now, Palm Trees in the Snow, I was raving about that for a while. I even tried to tell my fiance to watch it, shoot, because I was like, what? This movie is off the chisane. There's only, like I told you, like a few movies that catch my attention from beginning to the end, and those two right there, yes. The only thing I don't like about some of the movies is when they do too much switching back and forth. When they have the movies where they show what happened in the past and they come back to the future, you got to really pay attention in those movies because they get confusing if you don't, you know. Oh, you never saw that one? Yeah, D dot. Check it out. The 1920 is called 1922, and that one right there does a lot of flipping back and forth, but it's a good. You'll be able to pay attention to it because it don't flip that much. Palm Trees in the Snow. Yes, that movie is a good movie. Like it made me mad, it made me sad, it made me happy, it made me go through all the emotions in one night. Like I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. But that was a good movie though. But I had to shoot, I should have been getting paid how much I was promoting a movie shoot.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm sitting over here trying to figure out what I'm finna do for the rest of the day. I'm so bored, y'all. I ain't got nothing to do. Car acting up, ain't acting right, so I can't go nowhere unless I walk. And I ain't walking far distances. Shoot down the street to the store and that's it. But other than that, I'm good. Got my little exercise in for today. I might walk again later on. But oh yeah, when I was walking to the store, huh?
I'm sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
it's okay.
I
It's all
found
right.
I found the movie 1922 on my streaming
Yeah.
account because they don't
Uh,
have it in the DVD.
oh
Hold on,
yeah, they got it on Netflix.
let me put it on pause. I mean, on mute. I'm gonna get it. This is my mall account I'm using.
Oh yeah, yeah. I use my nephews.
1922, and you said palms in the
Palm,
snow, palm trees in
palm
the snow.
trees. Yeah, palm trees in the snow.
I,
Yeah.
I made a whole new movie, Palms in the Snow.
Oh yes, most definitely D dot. Everybody is gonna be on this tonight. I'm already knowing. That's why I did mine live. I had mine scheduled for 9 o'clock tonight to come on. And I was like, let me do it right now because I already know I'm gonna be hopping, running through these YouTube streets, jumping over hurdles and everything to get inside these lives tonight, see what's going down. But yeah, y'all, there's something I noticed, y'all, and I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront. I was walking to the store today, and when I was coming back, I guess I was walking a little slow. I was looking inside my bag to make sure I had everything I came out the store with, and I was walking a little bit slow across this drive-through thingy where you drive through, but it's a big ass drive-through. Like you can go in from any angle, like you can go in, whatever. This big ass truck, uh, I don't know. I couldn't see inside the window. I don't know if they're white or black, so I don't know. But I'm walking and I'm looking in my bag and they beep their horn so loud in front of me, like I'm walking too slow. And I'm like, what the hell? But when I was in the store, this guy come in, and the store that I go to is predominantly like black customers come in there all the time, like they're always in the store. And I'm looking around and I see all my sisters and brothers up in there with their mask on and they're doing their shopping and stuff. And this guy walks in and he automatically looks up in the store and he goes, oh, hell no, 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 no. And he walks out the store. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, it really makes me uncomfortable when people do stuff like that. Like, I'm like, what was that for? What was that about? You know, what heck no, hell no, what? You know, what's your problem, dude? And I don't know if he was saying because it was so many people in the store or because it was so many black people in the store. But we all had our mask on. You know, I had mine on, and everybody I looked around had their mask on. And because they have this theme song out here that says "Mask Up," we have a song for our state says "Masked Up" because you know we're rated. My state right now is rated the third state in the world, are in the country to have the most coronavirus cases right now. We got 1,000 coronavirus cases in just a few months. 1,000 new cases in just a few months, and so I don't know if this was the same guy coming around to that drive-through that did that, beat this horn at me, but he had an attitude problem. And it's a lot of people like the other day, I'm on this other social media, environment or whatever, and these people were commenting on the Breonna Taylor situation. And all I did was put a face because, well, it was like this girl said, keep these thugs out the streets, get rid of all these thugs. And I'm like, I just put a face like, oh, here we go again with this. All I did was put an emoji. And this girl goes, you black, dark, stupid bitch, you ugly bitch. You look like you don't have no teeth in your mouth and blah blah blah. And I'm like, girl, please, I probably got way more teeth than your ass. What you talking about? I got all my teeth except my wisdom teeth that I had to get pulled, which a lot of people do. And I'm thinking, what's wrong with this girl? Like, and then she goes off to private message me and post screenshots of the conversation that was going down on other comments under Breonna Taylor issue. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, every time something injustice goes on with any community of people, people get outraged at every person in that race, like we're all doing the same thing. Like, don't we have a right to be mad that justice wasn't served for our sister? Don't we have a right to be mad that, they just give these police a slap on the wrist and go home after they ran up in someone's house and shot an innocent person? because they were looking what for her boyfriend or something. I'm not sure how the whole story goes, but you know, she's calling me out my name and calling me black, dark, stupid bitches, and I wish I looked like this and that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, D. I F her. And you know what? I didn't even give her the satisfaction of going back at her, cussing her out and telling her how I feel about her because in one of her pictures, it was so funny. I just kept putting the funny emojis because in one of her pictures, she looked like a light skinned black girl, and I know if I would have said that to her, like, girl, you look black in this picture, she would have been mad as hell, And I just didn't give her the satisfaction because first thing I'm not gonna do if I say that I don't stand for racism and I don't promote racism, I'm not going to go at somebody else with racist stuff just because they said it to me. I'm not doing ugly for ugly. So she could rant and rave. And this girl, I'm telling y'all, she was ranting and raving by herself. All I was doing was putting faces and gifts and all, the little GIF thingy, little pictures or whatever. All I was doing was replying to her with that. And this girl was going off 100 miles per hour with her mouth, just talking, talking, talking. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, if we were face to face, your ass wouldn't be saying none of this. Your ass wouldn't be saying half the shit you saying right now. Not that I'm saying I'm big and bad or anything like that, but a lot of these keyboard gangsters, they don't say what they want to say offline. They wait till they get online to say how they feel, and she lives in the same state as me. So if it was that really serious and you're really about that life, you should have, offered to meet up and squash this. But even though I'm not gonna do it because I ain't stupid, she could have Tom, Dick, and Harry waiting for me when I, come to see her or whatever. I'm not dumb like that. And what is that gonna solve anyways? Me meeting up with this girl fighting her. That's crazy as hell. And then this other black girl gets under there and she goes, this girl got 8 kids, leave her be. She's really stressed out. This is why she's saying all this. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, I ain't said nothing. I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here posting emojis all day. And she's talking to herself, arguing with herself, calling me all kind of black bees and stupid, uneducated and blah, blah, blah. And I'm probably more educated than her. I'm certified in business office technology and medical terminology. I'm good with 10 key data entry. I'm good with computers. I'm good in business office technology, period, and medical terminology. So I don't know what she's talking about and why they, put us under a field like that. Like, and I'm not saying that actually let me take that back. Not they because all of white people aren't the same, just like all black people aren't the same. You got a handful of ignorant ass people out here that, small minded ass pea brains that make things about race and try to belittle another race, just because we have an opinion or they have an opinion, and excuse me, I'm sorry, I've seen people that are in my own race that have belittled other races and stuff. And I don't go for that. I don't sit over there and go tit for tat with somebody who's trying to belittle me or belittle someone else. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. Like these people don't understand when you act ugly on the inside, it makes you ugly on the outside. And it really does. It takes a physical toll on you when you're all the time frowning and complaining and talking about other people. Don't you know that people say things about like karma's a bitch and all this, but seriously, and all, seriousness, what goes around comes around at the end of the day. Like you can talk all you want, you can shout from the rooftops, but what comes around goes around. You're gonna get some of that back. The power of the tongue is strong. It has the power to life and death. You can speak things into your life. And when you try to think you're speaking something on somebody else, it could turn around and slap you in the face. So that's where it comes in to turning the other cheek because a lot of people think that we're wrestling against flesh and blood, but we're not. We're wrestling against these evil spirits out here. And when you can't just fight physically an evil spirit. You can't fight a spirit. So you gotta sit back and let the Lord handle your battle, fight your battle. So that's what I'm learning as I get older in this life. That I have to let the Lord fight my battles for me because anything that I think I can do to them physically is nowhere compared to what God can do to them in the end. And just like I was saying today, and a lot of people got mad at me, but just because you don't get worldly justice don't mean that you won't get justice in the end because God will get justice on these people. They have to answer to a higher power, no matter if you believe or not. At the end of the day, you're going to answer to a higher power. So, yes, you're right. She's uneducated and ill informed. You're right. Thank you, Marianne. I'm trying so hard to be because Back in my 20s, in my early 20s, shoot. See, I would have got that girl all the way in together. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning. Sometimes you can just keep your mouth shut and let people make themselves look the fool. So that's what I'm learning, and that's what I'm practicing on doing. Because I'm never the one to want to tear somebody down to a little of nothing to where they feel like they're just nothing. What does that do for me? That don't build me up. That just makes me a sorry ass person. So I can't never be like that. And I feel like I'm not gonna be that one. I'm not. But yeah, y'all. Anyways, I didn't got all the way off subject. Damn it. I didn't got all the way off subject. I was talking about Nicole Tyler and then got off subject on it, but I had to tell y'all about my little experience. But yeah, D dot, it's crazy how people get so upset over the smallest things and they make it into the biggest things. Like, what was that for, girl? And it was funny because someone commented under what I said and was going at her. Another black girl jumped on and started commenting at her and calling her all kind of names and all that. She was ignoring that girl and replying to my smiley faces and my laughing emojis. She was ignoring the words and replying to my reaction in an emoji. And I couldn't understand what is making this girl so mad. Is it my lack of fighting her back? It was making her madder and madder and madder. I guess she just thought because of what she said to me about my race and stuff like that was going to bother me. But at the same time, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So the statement she made about me having no teeth, it didn't apply, so I let it fly. You know, it's like I'm not going to give you power over me to determine on how I react to your ignorance. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. It takes a lot to get down on somebody else's level with them. Yes, people's mouths will always be their own demise. It really will. It really will. And people just don't understand that. Like you digging your own grave. You think you digging a grave for me, but you digging your own grave. She obviously hates her own self in life. I'm thinking that, and that's what I feel. And I actually kind of in a small way felt pity on her. And I was thinking, this poor girl, she's saying all this stuff and for what? You know, and I just feel like we're living in a time and a day that we need to really open up our eyes and see what's going on around us. Like, stop being so small minded that you can't see what's really going on. And there was a peaceful protest going on about the Breonna Taylor situation. And this guy rams his truck through the crowd of people peacefully protesting, and he killed one person and critically injured a few other. And I'm thinking, now what was that for? Because these people are out here and they're marching because of something they believe in. You want to kill them? It just doesn't make any sense. The world is getting more evil, but we don't have to feed into that. We can always stay the same. We can always be the one that the light in the darkness. And that's what I want to be. I want to be the light in the darkness. I don't want to be a part of the crowd or a part of the darkness or a part of the negativity. I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to always stand my ground for what's right. At the same time, I don't let nobody run over me. But words are words. At the end of the day, you can get over that. If you don't like what a person's saying, simply walk away. As long as they're not putting their hands on you, and people can't put their hands on you through this phone. People can't put their hands on you through a laptop. Just log off or go somewhere else. It's that simple. But people don't want to feel like that they're a lesser or they're defeated through words. So they want to keep going back and forth, tit for tat with a person when you really ain't got to do all that. I just don't understand. But hey, some things are not meant to understand, you know. So when I sit here and I question some things, I'm thinking, why am I questioning this? I won't never get an answer to it. I'm just going to go with the flow and see how this works out, you know.
Hey, simply,
Yes.
one thing you just said that you would never understand. I am going through my Facebook scroll newsroom account, and I haven't come across an article that said car drives through the wall at Outback Steakhouse restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, where? Here in my city in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm like, I gotta do a drive by. I gotta see what it's like. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
who done,
That's crazy.
who got that hungry to drive through a
They must have been mad they wouldn't get their service fast enough. They said, I'm gonna pull right up to the register.
Yep. Car drives through steakhouse in Rochester, Minnesota. I like, and they got tape all over the front door. I gotta go by and see this in person. I mean, this is crazy.
Lord. See, that's
Oh.
crazy right there. These people be doing too much, too much. I'm saying, like, your car is not a weapon. Stop using your damn car as weapons out here. Like, that's why I said, like, when I told my fiance about the situation about the car honking at me because I was walking too slow, he said, you should have turned around and flipped them off. I said, no, and then look stupid if they hit me and be up in the hospital going through pain, and I could have just simply walked off and kept going about my business like I did. Nah, I'm good. He was like, yeah, you're right. Because you never know what people thinking. You never know what people are unstable and right on the edge and waiting, just wanting to fight, just wanting something to do. So I'm gonna keep on going about my business. I ain't got time. You mad? You sitting up in your car still steaming hot, still mad after you honk the horn, and I'm going about my business. So, but I'm glad that God is opening up my eyes so that I can see. Every action doesn't need a reaction, and it's so true. These little sayings that people have, there's truth in every one of them. There's truth behind every one of them. What our people used to tell us back in the day when, because they've been there, done that. They know. So we need to listen to our elders. We really do. And I'm just now figuring it out because when I was a teenager, I'm like, they don't know what they talking about. Yeah, right. That'll never happen to me. Then when you get older and you see you going through that situation, you like, dang, I should have listened. They was telling the truth, you know. And you're never too old to learn. We learn every day. Every day we wake up, we learn something different. Believe it or not, it could be the smallest little things, but we learning. Shoot, as long as the brain's still working, we are learning. So, but yeah, y'all, I just wanted to get on here, like I said, and talk to y'all a little something. I ain't really got much to say on the Nicole Tyler issue because I don't know exactly what's truth from lies. I want to see though. Like I said, I want to see what she got to say about the whole thing. Uh-oh. See, I'm talking the whole time and I'm mute. I'm pushing all these buttons. I don't know what I'm doing over here, but I'm running my mouth all mute. I said, hold on. I'm reading comments, old comments and everything. I'm getting old, y'all getting old. Getting senile now, I was playing.
Hey, y'all gonna see the last of my fro come Monday morning. I'm getting some braids.
What? You
New
finna
look.
get
Yeah.
that? Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Then you ain't got to worry about it for a minute till it's
Yeah.
time to get rebraided. But don't be leaving your braids up until they turn into dreadlocks.
Oh, hell no.
I see some people be doing that. Their hair be so nitty and gritty under there. It'd be crazy. Trying to take that down. You get all their DNA under your fingernails trying to take their hair down. But yeah, I was thinking about getting my hair braided up too. But I was thinking, I don't like the takedown part. So whatever it's gonna be something big and easy to take down. But then again, I like the feel of my hair, so I like to run my fingers through my hair sometimes. So Fire response said, I was wondering why it got quiet. Yeah, my ass over here talking on mute. Out of control. I look down. I'm like, I'm on mute. Hold on. But yeah, I'm glad that you joined me up here, Ghetto Preacher. Thank you so much. I just
No,
be up running my mouth.
no revenue. No revenue.
I can't wait till Lovely get home so we can hear what she got to say about the whole thing.
Ooh, you and me both.
Yeah, because these bigger content creators, they finna be flying off the handle tonight. I'm telling you, this beef sector finna be buzzing, and I'm gonna be there for it all night long. I'm gonna be there for it. But I said, let me get on now so I can room hop later, like I like to do.
Speaking about minding our own business, every now and then I like to have my sounds pumping in my SUV, and I don't
Oh,
bother nobody. But
oh
I
yeah.
find it hilarious when people roll their windows up. I'm like, you can still feel the bass, can't you? You ain't
Yeah.
got it here. You can feel it.
It was so funny. One time we was driving down the road and this car pulled up beside us and we was bumping the music in the inside but had the windows rolled up. We over here dancing our ass off and then the next car that pull up, they can't even hear the music, but they in their car just dancing with us. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Anthony said, welcome to the AARP crew. Simply come on and get your discounts. I know that's right. I can't wait to get on that AARP so I can get my senior discount, you know. Fire Spawn said, "What's the tea?" Oh, Fire Spawn, you missed it. You missed it, girl. They was like I said, Nicole was over there spilling the tea on the beef sector. She was saying about the show that they had going on, and she was talking about what went on when she went over there and how people was treating her and what they promised her, and when she got there, it wasn't what it seemed, what it was supposed to be. And I was like, wow. Now that shocked me, because they did have us over here thinking that it was supposed to be this lavish, extravagant, trip. I got flued out. They flued me out. Like, girl, you got flued out and you got food. But hey, that's what comes with the package of wanting to see people that you beef with online. You can never trust what somebody says until you see it right in your face. But hey, oh yeah, Anthony, it's about to be lit, 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 lit out here. Where state, city do you live? Simply, please don't answer if you don't feel comfortable. Just curious if you've already said it. Oh yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. I don't care. Shoot, whatever anybody. If anybody try to dox me, I'm not ashamed of anything. So go on, dox away. But a lot of these people, when they get doxed, they got something to hide. I mean, I got nothing. I'm an open book. I might not put all my information out there like that, but as far as anything that anybody would want to know about me, I don't care. Shoot. I mean, I'm in this world, ain't I? I'm publicly seen. So it is what it is. Shoot. I got bad credit just like the rest of half of the world now. I actually really probably don't even got no credit because shoot, I don't pay payments on stuff. I buy it off when I can. Like when I had my car, I said, let me go on and pay this off. I don't wanna hey there. I
Look at
don't
that.
wanna um
There it is.
that's your car? Oh, that's
No,
the oh goodness. Look at that. I hope they okay. They ran into a brick wall.
I hope they are okay too. That's crazy.
Damn. You know what? Actually, when you in a car and you park somewhere, like when they take their foot off, the brake and they get ready to put it, they get ready to go reverse, some people be confusing that they got it already in reverse, but they be having it in drive and hit that gas like they finna back up and go forward.
Right. And
Are
you know
you
what? It could have been an elderly couple too. I'm not trying to say old
yeah.
people are slow, but it could have been, the mental factor of elderly people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
I've
got
seen that
confused.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Firespawn, me and Chris are no longer beefing. I went inside his chat when he happened to be talking about me, and I jumped up on his panel and I said, "What's good?" And we had a conversation about it, and we figured it all out and sorted it all out. And the way that he was expressing himself, I kind of understand where he's coming from. So, I can't be mad at that. But as far as other things, it ain't got nothing to do with me. So I just keep my mouth shut. Haha, okay, cool. I was just wondering if it was a conservative area. Shoot, where I stay at, I mean, the country part is. This is mostly Indian reservation, so I'm sorry, y'all. I keep on going on mute, but I'm pushing all the buttons up here. I don't know what I'm doing. So if I accidentally block somebody, it was an accident. I don't block people in my chat. You can say what you want to say, so don't feel bad about jumping down and saying what you want to say. You can always say what you want to say as long as it ain't too crazy out of the way. But I'm not really a blocking type person, so I feel like on here everybody has a right to express themselves and say how they feel, no matter how it makes the next person feel. It's as long as you're not disrespecting my subscribers and stuff like that, or anybody on the panel, then it's all good. But you can say what you want to me. I got tough skin. I can take it. If I could dish it out, I could take it in. um, I'm gonna have to watch that. Yeah, it went down over there, and I was there for it. I was watching it, and I was hopping back and forth from Timothy Blaine to Nicole Tyler to see what they had to say about the situation. But like I said, people called in to Nicole Tyler's show and they asked her questions. She answered them. Um, because you seemed heated before. I'm glad y'all made up. Oh yeah, I was pissed off, because of the things I heard. But everybody gets a chance where they got a time where they get pissed off and they express themselves. And you know, once I got cooled off and I had a chance to think about it, I said, hey, even in real life, I'm a very nice, easygoing, person that's easy to talk to me. Even if you have done me wrong, it's so easy to walk up to me and correct the situation. I'm always willing to talk. As long as somebody's willing to be civilized and talk like they got some sense, I'm always willing to squash a situation. I don't hold grudges. Grudges make you ugly on the outside. I cannot afford that. I cannot
Yeah,
afford ugly.
let go. Yep, I learned it the hard way.
What you mean you learned the hard way?
Because if you have, if people have been following me for a little bit about my situation with my last so-called friend,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't happy with how it went down, but I wasn't
Yeah.
happy how I would ask her to, hey, how come you never, actually make a phone call? You always got a text. I get tired of that all the time. And she said she
Yeah.
was trying to change that, but actions speak a whole lot louder than words. And it's been going on for months. There's nothing new. So we had made plans a certain weekend ago, and she would always say, "I'm gonna call you back." Well, I know that call back that was a text back. It's never a call back. So I tested her one. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna test her and see what she does." And when she said, "I'm gonna call you back," she never did. She would text. I don't respond. That was my test to her. So I'm thinking, okay, if she don't get my responses, I hope she would call me. She waited a whole day and a half to do that. And I told her, I said, look, I am tired of going back and forth with you. We have this beef every now and then. It's freaking crazy how we as grown folks can go through this nonsense. So I think it's best in both our interests. We just like got Teddy P and let it go. Because I can't deal with your madness no more. I'm done. We're done. And I wasn't angry. I wasn't mad. I wasn't even a cuss mode. But I just had to let her know how I felt. I said, we can't keep going through the same old and expect something different. That's called insanity. So we won't just cut our ties right here, right now, before either one of us get hurt. Now, mind you, and I'm real with this, I have faults, I got flaws, I made mistakes. Both of us have had issues with one another in the physical realm. Do you know what I'm saying? Jaleel said in the
No.
song Friends, besides making love, we had nothing in common. Yeah, I understand what Jaleel was talking about. Because we had nothing in common. And it wasn't planned. It was just bam, it happened. Okay, we did it again. Oh crap, ask for forgiveness. And I don't know about y'all, but when God talks to me about my wrongdoings, it's like, okay, I know I feel guilty, but I was feeling way worse than guilty. I feel small because
Yeah.
I know who I am in Him. But we all have emotions, we all have feelings, we all have needs. But I mean, I want somebody who's going to be with me on a intellectual, spiritual, psychological, more than physical. Not saying none at all, but more than physical leverage. I mean, she can be fine as a grapevine, but if
Uh-huh.
she's stupid, oh hell no, I can't do it. I can't do it with her. That's just being honest. So I had to let it go, and it took some time because I was still angry. I was still pissed. Wasted all my time with this woman and got nothing out of it. Oh hell no, no. But through time, God saw fit, and He saw the need to break it up because I was like, I can't let go.
Yeah.
I can't let it
See,
go. God will break things up. When you refuse to let go, He will step in and break it, like He did Jacob. He said, "Let me go." Jacob said, not until you bless me. and he broke his hip. So my hip spiritually was broken. I'm walking with a cool limp.
And see, I respect that too because you already said y'all already had a physical connection with each other. So you wanted the mental, and she wasn't giving you that because all she wanted to do was text. And if y'all didn't have the physical connection, then I could be like maybe she was just shy on the phone. But once you go step past that boundary of physical connection, there should be a boundary that's already broken. So you should be able to talk to someone voice to voice. There shouldn't be no need to just be texting all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
I
I
don't like
do
that.
video chat. Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a texter. I love texting, but when it comes to talking to my other half, I would like to hear your voice sometime. I would
exactly.
like to be able to, connect with you on a different level and, us having conversation because, you know, just outside the physical and just texting each other. I mean, we should be able to sit face to face and have a conversation. I should be able to look at your facial expressions or hear your voice, ranges when I'm talking to you to see how what we're saying and how it's coming off to each other. Because you can get texting misconstrued very easily.
Yeah,
Uh, Fire Spawn wants to know what sign are you?
I am a Taurus. And thank you, Dot. I saw Dot's comment.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah. She said, "Preach, ghetto." Fire Spawn also says that's very cool of you to say because a lot of guys care more about beauty than brains. True.
Wow, that's true.
There's only a handful of guys out there like with your mentality. And that's sad though, but it is. It's only a handful of guys out there because a lot of guys are about that physical and they don't even give a damn about the mental. I mean, you could be a dumb as a bag of rocks and they still want to talk to you because they want to wear you on their arm like a trophy or they want to just have you to say that you're theirs. But they
Yeah.
don't want to put the time and the effort in to get to really know you, knowing your spirit, knowing your soul inside of what we have outside.
Mhm.
Anthony Torres too. Oh wow, we got two firecrackers up in here. Because yes, I
And,
know Anthony a firecracker.
and I think it's because of my age. I mean, in my 20s and 30s and early 40s, I was different. I was like, I don't care. Just let me hit it and quit it. But now I'm about to turn 50 next May. So when you get older, your mental state will change sometimes because there's some
Yeah.
folks I know personally who are old as I am, still stuck in their 20-year-old. They're still mentally stupid.
Oh
They're
yeah,
trapped in them adults' bodies. I'm like,
that's
dang.
right. That's right. I met a lot of them, and it's really a turnoff. And for
Mhm.
either way, for the man or for the woman, whichever way it goes. A lot of people they don't want to take in consideration a lot of females don't want to take in consideration a man's feelings. A man's feelings are just as valid as a female's feelings at the end of the day. We always put this man at this pedestal for him to be a certain type of way. Oh, you supposed to be a man. You got to be strong. You can't cry. You can't do this. No, we are all human. We all have the same emotions. We stuff triggers our emotions just the same, you know. So we can't expect more out of a person just because of their gender. We can't expect, them not to be able to show emotions or to feel a certain way. We all have valid feelings and we are entitled to express them. And I just hate when females be like, because the man can't supply her money or supply her what she really wants, uh, she starts to downplay him like he's nothing. You know, what are you doing for yourself? What are you bringing to the table? Sometimes you got to step back and look at you and see what you're attracting. If you know, it's all about attraction. Like if you allow these people to come into your life, you say, "Oh, I always end up with somebody who's a deadbeat, who doesn't do anything for, who don't do that." That's what you attract, though. You allow that. You don't set boundaries. You don't make it clear. What you want in a person. Hey, Pooh. Thank you for coming by. Um, but a female has got to voice her opinions as well as a man got to voice his. And in the beginning of relationship, you have to set boundaries, believe it or not, and you have to let the person know straightforward what you're about. Because if they don't know, then they're left guessing and they're left, hopping around, beating around the bush with you, and you beating around the bush with them, and that gets you nowhere but to a dead end. And then it has to be deaded because it ain't going nowhere.
Yup.
Oh, Paul's a tourist too. Got a lot of tourists up in here. Them strong-minded men. What it do? I can't say it how you say it, Pooh. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? I can't say it like that. My tongue don't go that fast. But yeah, y'all, I've been up on here for an hour and almost 30 minutes now. You know how this StreamYard sucked the battery dry. It just sucks the life out of it. It's crazy. And two of my um chargers have went out on the fritz. Like, when you got to start wrapping your charger around the phone and bending it just for it to work, and the damn thing keep blinking and blinking, and oh, I hate that. It's like, why did they make these damn chargers with some metal around it or something, or put these wires together more tighter? Because it always ends up getting a short in these Android chargers. I can't understand. Like, there's a defect in these damn chargers. They need to recall them all and do it over. Simply, you must be my sister from another mister. D dot. Marianne says, hey, Pooh, what's goody? But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna start trying to come on every other day now so I can, talk to y'all. I really enjoy talking to all of y'all. You know, this is what YouTube is about. It's not about the beef all the time and going back and forth with each other and trying to dox people and get into their livelihood and see what's up with them. It's not about that. It's about having good conversation and coming to, a intellectual conversation, I might add, and coming to like an agreement. And sometimes you can have a disagreement every now and then, but as long as you keep it civil, I don't know how to say that word, y'all. Don't judge me. It sound
Civil?
like I'm, yeah, it sounds like I'm saying silver. But as long as you keep it, intellectual and all that yelling and stuff, even by talking calm and still get your point across. Just like I was telling my nephews the other day, I said, you can say something without cursing and still get the same point across. And my nephew goes, well, I guess people say it to look tough and to look, big and bad. I said that you got it right there. And you don't need to do that. You can say the same thing and still look the same way without cursing and all this. At the end of the day, y'all end up having a cursing out battle to see who can curse the most, and then both be looking foolish at the end because you ain't got nothing to cross. You just mad. Now y'all just both mad. Start coming on late nights. Oh, okay. I had it scheduled for later on tonight, but I said let me come on now because, like I was saying, Nicole Tyler came on and spilled some tea today in her live, and I'm coming on early so I can room hop tonight because I know everybody's gonna come live about that. You know, so I want to be able to room hop and see what's going on with that because sometimes I be backed up on the beef and don't know what's going on, and I gotta go through people's replays and watch, a little here, a little there. But yeah, I'm gonna start coming on later. I have them. I really be having them scheduled for late night, but I said let me come on now, shoot, so I can be nosy later on tonight because I know it's gonna be lit, lit, lit. Either I said we can all get along and love one another. Seriously, we can. We can. And a lot of people have the perception of life all wrong and the way we go supposed to go about it day to day on a day-to-day basis. And I really do. When I sit in my room, I really do be pondering stuff. I be thinking about stuff. And when I think about stuff, it really becomes clear to me after a while, on how we're supposed to um, conduct ourselves on an everyday basis, and how we're supposed to react to certain things. We can get angry, but we don't gotta lash out. It's okay to be angry. Even the word says it's okay to be angry, but we don't sin. Fire Spawn says people like to curse even though, yeah, it's not really necessary. That's right, Fire Spawn. What time simply so I can make sure I'm here. Oh, D dot, I'm gonna schedule it ahead of time. I'm gonna try to schedule it ahead of time and try to do with the time that I schedule because a lot of times I'll schedule something, end up coming on later than that, or not at all, or earlier than that. So I'm gonna try to keep up with my schedule live. So if you got my bell rang, you'll see when I'm almost. It'll give you a reminder 30 minutes before I get on. You are everywhere. We need a female in the morning. In the morning or in the evening. I don't know about the morning because I like to sleep in. Some days I'll be sleeping till like 1 o'clock in the evening. But yeah, so um, Marianne said, "Pooh, is it how you say doobie doobie doobie?" Do we do we do?
Yeah, when
Yeah, crack me up.
you whopping.
All through. Dida says yes, yes, yes. Marianne, what it do? Yeah, that's what it is. What it do, what it do, what it do. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dida says, oh, okay, babes, let me know. I got the bell hooked up. Okay, Dida. Yeah, I will. I will let you know. Pooh says both. Okay. I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up with me again, Ghetto Preacher. I'm gonna have to go ahead and shut this down because my battery is like on 2%. It don't even charge when you on StreamYard. I got it on the charger right now. It ain't sucking up no juice. As fast as it's sucking up the juices, as fast as it's taking it off. D Dot says, love you, Ghetto, love you simply. Oh, love you too, D Dot. Thank you for coming by. You
Much
are
love
so
in the high, much love.
you are so sweet, D Dot. All of y'all are. For real, for real. And I really do appreciate y'all for coming by and listening to my little rants all the time. Because I'm usually most of the time just ranting. Marianne said I be saying it all the time. I can just picture Marianne going up in there with her husband and her son talking about what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. When she first said she was shook, I said, Marianne, you shook? She said, yes, I am shook. I was cracking up. She was shook. YouTube had her shook. But yeah, y'all. So I'm just gonna wish y'all all a very blessed rest of the evening, and y'all gonna see me rolling through these YouTube streets for sure, because that's what I do. And I hope I see y'all. And if I don't, I'm just gonna say thank y'all for coming by. Thank you for joining me as always. Love y'all. God bless, and y'all
I
have a
got,
wonderful rest of the night. Huh?
I got shotgun.
Oh yeah,
Go
I know that's right.
hit them switches. Hit them corners. Front, back, the side, the side. Okay, let me stop playing.
when I was I was driving one day, there was a car behind me, and the dude was doing that. He had hydraulics,
For real.
and yeah, he was. I had to look in my rearview mirror, like, what the hell this car doing behind me? I thought he was stopping and going, but he was hitting them switches like up and down, up and down. I'm like, this motherfucker better not hit my car.
I want one too. If I had some play money, I would hit the South Dallas and talk them essays. Hey man, hook your boy up. Give me one.
I know that's right. I was thinking about putting some of them LED lights under my car because I've seen these people with the LED lights. I like pink and red, so my car is red, so I might get the pink ones. But I ain't doing all that eyelashes on my headlights and all that kind of stuff. Nah, I
What
ain't turning my car into
the hell is that about?
like a
I've seen that like that is so ugly.
yeah. Hey, Shawana, thank you for coming by. I was just getting ready to end the live, but I thank you for coming by and checking me out. And if y'all haven't, please hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate it. And to the ones that don't and they hit the opposite, I love you too. Thank you for coming by and giving me a click and a view. But yeah, so I was gonna wait till 1:30, but I ain't really got much to talk about though. And this battery, let me see what a battery is. Yeah, 3%. That thing soaking it up. Damn, these little ass phones be taking a lot of charge. Shoot, these little Androids. I need to get me an iPhone. I don't know. But I guess the iPhone take like a C charger or something like that. Because every time my nephew over here, he got him a nice little iPhone, both of them. And I'd be like, let me use a charger. He'd be like, Annie, it don't take the same charger, remember? I'm like, shoot. Dang it. Thought I had me an extra charger to give me some juice now. But I gotta buy me another one, y'all. But anyways, so y'all, like I said, have a blessed night, and I will talk to y'all later. And thank you so much again and again and again, Ghetto Preacher. All right, have a blessed one.
Y'all too.
All right, bye bye, y'all. Bye.